Hey, what is going on, guys? Matt here, back with another unboxing slash unbagging today. I went to Dick's Sporting Goods. They were having a little spring sale, I think up to like 50% off on certain baits, or like, you get buy three, get three free, stuff like that. So I grabbed a few sale items along with some other items that weren't on the sale. Alright, I only got one bait from the Googan Baits here, and it's the Scuttlebug. I haven't been getting too many Googan Baits lately. I know they came out with a few new lineups. This is the only one that seemed interesting to me, so I just wanted to grab it and show you guys and get my hands on it. It looks like a cool concept. I'm just worried about how the durability is. It has like one little kicker boot tail on the end there, and I'm just curious, how long will that last? It's a 3/8 ounce bait, and it's in Delta Craw. But you can see it's just like a fleeing crawfish right there with a boot tail, so it's almost like a soft bodied swim bait. Got two like jig antennas there. Pretty stiff. I'm gonna probably trim those down a little bit. They do seem really stiff. Nice sturdy hook. Plastic seems pretty soft. This is the part I'm worried about here. I'm not even gonna pull on it. It feels like it's okay, but I do think like just a few bass nipping at this and you pulling it out, I think it would tear up pretty easily. So maybe if you're not doing like premature hook sets, like trying to tug on every little bite you feel, really let those fish get it. But I wanted to play around with it this spring, so that's why I picked it up. Like I said, this is a really cool concept, and this would be sick in like Elastic from Z-Man or something if they came out with like a fleeing crawfish like this, because it is pretty cool. Cool little concept right there. Alrighty, up next we got the Rapala DT6. These were buy three, get three free. So you guys know, as anything Rapala related, it doesn't have to be the DT6. Any bait that was Rapala is buy three, get three free right now at Dick's Sporting Goods. And I love the DT6, so I literally just bought 6 of them. So bought 3, got 3 for free. So we got 2 Delta Craws, that nice red springtime color. Had to grab 2 of those. We got a live gill. Nice bluegill presentation there. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's like a little sexy shad. Blue back. Here's penguin. Another natural shad color. And then we got Smash, which is probably my favorite color, kind of that olive green right there. Sorry for the reflection, but yeah, that's pretty sick right there. So I mean, man, that's a hard deal to beat with buy 3 get 3 free of Rapala baits. Really hard not to spend a ton of money. Sadly I don't need a lot of stuff, but DT6s, fishing them around structure and rocks, stuff like that, you do lose them, so I stocked up on those guys. Up next, the Rapala Crush City. Again, buy 3 get 3 free. So we got the Mooch Minnow here, 3.5 inch in albino shad. These little guys are gonna be sick. Let me take I'll take one of them out here towards the end. We got Goby, electric shad. Some of these colors do look pretty similar. Some of the flakes just a little bit different. Nice sungill for the bluegill spawn and when the bass are spawning. Nice color. And 2 gizzard shads right here. I'm gonna pop out the gizzard shad and show you guys. Gizzard shad is like one of the main forage in the lake that I fish, so I decided to pick up the gizzard shad. But look at that little guy right there. That thing is slick. Gonna be nice on a little ball head. You could put it on a small chatterbait, maybe even the Mini Max, something like that. Small chatterbait. But this just on a little ball head, I think is gonna be really nice. So with this, it's gonna be a little tighter action. It's not gonna be a nice big wobble. They really tried to target how a shad swims in the water. They're not flapping like this. They're really tight. So that's what this little tail and this little boot tail is supposed to do. It's supposed to be really tight wobble. So I cannot wait to grab these guys. And when I saw them in Dick's Sporting Goods, buy 3 get 3, you know I had to grab some. And like I was saying, the colors are very similar from the ones I got. I really try to keep it pretty natural. Shad patterns, gill patterns, craw patterns. I really think that's about all you need. Like electric shad to gizzard shad is pretty similar. Maybe electric shad is a little bit darker on the top there, you guys can see, and I think it has a little bit more of a flake to it, more blue flake in there than the gizzard shad. Gizzard shad's a little bit lighter there, you guys can see, a little bit lighter. Goby is more of a blue tint with red flake. And albino shad is more of your light smoke pearl. Pretty cool. Super excited. Alright, the last 3 baits I was debating on getting. I kept going back and forth. I was like, I don't know. But I decided to get 3 of them. It's the 6th Sense Masterclass series. Some of their new lineups here. We'll start off with this. This is the rigged Panorama 3.0. So this is the rigged little boot tail swim bait from them now. The only thing I've never liked, I guess I shouldn't know about these. I think they're gonna smell the same, but the Panorama smelled like just straight plastic, like right out the factory kind of smell to it. I'm assuming these are gonna be the same way. Yeah, I mean, these just smell like chemicals. They smell awful, and I have no idea why that is, but they do look really nice. I mean, they just look so realistic. If it would focus here on the bait and not me. Yeah. Nice little boot tail there. It is such a realistic little bait. Really cool that they came out with the boot tail like swim bait version. Looks really sick. This is the 3.0. They make a couple different sizes. So this comes with a little 3/0 hook on there, and it weighs 1/8 of an ounce, and it comes in a 3-pack. So very cool looking bait. Excited to give it a try. Like I said, I just don't like the smell of those. I feel like you have to scent them up, let them soak overnight, and yeah, that's just my opinion on them. So I did just want to pick up 3, see how they do. So right here, this is the Fiction Shad 3.4 inch in green shiner. Green shiner. Again, I love that green olive kind of gizzard shad presentation there. And this just has a little fork tail in the back. Really good action, nice and soft, you know. Lots of different ways you can rig this. You can rig it on a little drop shot, put it on a little Ned head, kind of have it bouncing off the bottom, throw it on a chatterbait trailer. Lots of different ways you can rig this little guy right here. And that little tail right there is just going to be vibrating and kicking in the back. Really cool. Super excited to try this guy out. And same thing, the smell. I don't know why they smell the way they smell. And the last one here is the Strobe Shaker 4.0. This is in live gizzard shad, where it's got that little lip on there. So it's going to give it a nice wobble. I'm going to sniff everyone. Man, if you guys have ever tried the Panorama or have gotten your hands on the Masterclass series, you guys know what the smell I'm talking about is. I mean, but anyway, big ol' upside down boot tail on top of the head there. These are kind of, I'm pretty sure they got this idea from Japan. I don't know what companies from Japan were doing it, but I know there was quite a few that got super popular that were doing this on their soft plastics, and obviously it made its way to the US and people started doing their own kind of version to it there. So we got that on there, and this will be nice on just a little ball head right there, and it'll just do a nice little wobble, nice minnow presentation. Again, live gizzard shad is the color. I do love the 3D print. It looks really nice. Again, it's a really good Good plastic, very soft, feels really, really nice. I don't like the smell. The smell is terrible. So yeah, that's everything I got from Tackle Warehouse. That's everything I got from Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm so used to ordering from Tackle Warehouse. If anybody has tried the Masterclass series stuff, the new items that 6th Sense dropped, again, they have a bunch of different stuff, different sizes. A lot of these come to 3 to 4 different sizes. They have even micro crappie baits, really, really small, like 2-inch ones. And even with terminal tackle and stuff, they got new stuff of that. Leave comments below if you guys have used it, if you guys like it. Like I said, I really like the design, the look, everything like that. The plastic, it feels really nice. I don't like the smell of it. I don't really think if you throw this out there without any scent, that's gonna get a ton of bites. But what I really do like is the Rapala Crush City series lineups. They have been killing it lately. I really love the Crush City lineup of baits. They're absolutely sick. And I'm not saying I don't like anything from 6th Sense. I do like their designs and stuff. There's a lot of baits I like from them, and there's some I don't like. I really like the Congo Craw. If you guys ever fished that, Congo Craw is absolutely sick. And their other stuff like that doesn't have that strong fermented plastic smell like it just got out of the factory. I've just noticed it in these and the Panorama style baits for whatever reason. But Crush City, they've been absolutely going nuts with their baits, and very excited to get on the Mooch Minnow. I think this is going to be really, really killer. I think this could come in handy and maybe replace some of my Kitex sometimes. Kitex are really, really good, but I think these might be a sneaky little bait where I can get some bites when the fishing's really tough, where it's just a really subtle, tight action. And again, picked up a bunch of the Rapala DT6s. Buy 3, get 3 free. Oh, I'm going to have to go back, I think. I'm going to have to go back and get some more stuff. And then the Googan Baits Scuttlebug. We're going to test this guy out very, very soon. I want to just test the durability and see what it's like. But yeah, that's everything, guys. Hey, this is Matt with Mad Matt Fishing. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for the support. Been on YouTube a long time. Loving every minute of it. I love just sharing my adventures with you guys. And I appreciate everybody who clicks, smashes the like button, subscribes, leaves a comment, and anybody who just watches and doesn't even say anything. I appreciate every one of you guys. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.